my name is Sipiwe and today's date is the 17th of May 2026 and I'm documenting my life. It's currently winter guys, hence the big jacket. I love winter. I'm a big fan of winter. I made a video the other day where I was saying that I love winter because I get to hide behind clothes. And number one, I also do not believe that I'm a slender, but I think I'm getting to a point where I'm just accepting that. I can't believe that people look at me and then categorize me as a slender. I really think that I'm a thick mama. I think I'm a thick, cute mama. Of which apparently I'm not, but cool. So yeah, I'm documenting my life. And so this is part one of my visual journal. I've recently adopted the idea of journaling, especially like with regards to like literally writing down my thoughts pen on paper, because I've been doing it but I was just writing stuff on my notes app. But then now I was like, okay, you know what, let me do it in a way that I just literally write pen on paper. We live in social media times, and I think we've all heard someone say they journal now and again. And to actually think about it, I remembered, but I used to journal. I used to keep a diary in high school, and I was thinking that I think the last time I kept a diary, it was around 2019 when I was doing my second year of BSc. And I don't know why I stopped doing that. And I was thinking the other day, but I actually kept a diary in high school, and it wasn't even those cute ones that had like, because when it's that have amakagi and stuff, no, it wasn't. It would just be a book, a cover sure, and I would keep it underneath and I was thinking, but I really hope no one read my diary, even though I wasn't writing like serious stuff, but I would write about how I feel and how was my day. And because Nantlale hostel, okay, you know, but there's really nothing like life was a hostel in high school. It's just so uniform in a sense that there isn't like a lot of new things that happen in a day. The life is so uniform. You wake up, you go to school, come back, yeah, but it's just the same thing over and over again. But I would write about that. And yeah, okay, I'm losing track of my thoughts. Okay, I was just talking about the idea that I've adopted, the idea of journaling, and I think that's what I'm gonna be doing. So this is part one of my visual journaling, and I think I'm gonna put this on my channel. Am I think so. If I did, well, welcome back to my channel. So basically today, currently I am feeling quite jittery, and this is because I had coffee. I even made some extra coffee in the flask because I'm gonna be getting out of this room to go study somewhere, and flask. And you know what, I was also thinking the other day, but I do not understand when and how did I get to be so caffeine dependent. I do remember the first time I had coffee. So the first time I had a strong coffee that's like serious coffee to me. I think it was in 2019 when a friend of mine she was tired of coffee. She was a tea girl, by the way. She used to keep like a collection of tea. So she was giving away coffee, and I was like, let me have it. Then I took it and I had the coffee. So the coffee was Nescafe. Yes, I remember it was Nescafe. So because I was used to eat coffee, so I had it, I think it was around 8 or 6, I don't remember. But I took the coffee, then that's pungela. I didn't know that it was serious coffee, serious in the sense that you will literally not sleep if you've consumed it. I didn't know. So I consumed the coffee and then I couldn't sleep. I wanted to sleep now, but I couldn't sleep. And then I was like, oh, okay. So when I really want to study like seriously overnight, this is what I'm going to get. From that day going forward, I never stopped. I never stopped. To such an extent now, it has gotten to a point where I'm like, you know what? I don't really like coffee that much. Such that I've decided, because I feel like I have such a bad relationship with caffeine in general. So this year I've decided that, okay, I have zero tolerance for energy drinks, so I'm not gonna try to have an energy drink. And then with coffee, I am struggling. So I was like, okay, let me not have cappuccino and stuff. Let me try some other methods. And then I tried having chai latte. Then I got introduced to dirty chai latte. Dirty chai latte is basically chai latte with now espresso shots, which is still caffeine. So I'm like, I'm still just struggling to just let caffeine go. And it bothers me because I feel like I am acting in a very dysfunctional way when it comes to this entity. Number one, I know that any is that name. When it comes to coffee, it doesn't work like the way it used to work the very first time I consumed it. Yabo. I could have like a cup of coffee and still sleep. So the purpose that it's supposed to serve, it's not serving. It's not serving. So it's just effective. I'm just dysfunctionally engaging with this entity, and also it irritates my stomach very bad. Like, I do not like how my stomach feels when I've had especially strong black coffee, right? So that's why I've also been trying to go for dirty chai latte or just chai latte, but then my system quickly gets used to that as well, yeah, and it ends up not working as it was working when I had it for the very first time. And then what's another thing that I wanted to say? So I'm just generally having a problem with caffeine, and my relationship with this entity needs to be studied. And here's the thing, I don't think I want to stop having coffee, because quite frankly, I love chai latte, I love dirty chai latte, and there's other, coffee types or whatever that I like. So I do not necessarily think when dealing with this relationship, when dealing with the relationship that I have with this entity, my resolve should be, I want nothing to do with coffee. No, I think my resolve should be, how do I regulate myself, right? Because number one, I've tried, guys, which is also which is also why I love that song that says, my best resolves I only break, yet save me for thine own name's sake. You will not understand, but like, I've resolved, for example, that I'm not gonna get coffee. I'm not gonna have like coffee isn't like Jacob's in my room, because when I have it, that's when now my behavior towards it gets dysfunctional. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get chai latte, dirty chai latte once in a while from the garage. But here's the thing, it's freaking expensive. Medium of dirty chai latte is like what, 50 rands. So I cannot be, buying now and again, because I do not afford to do that. So as I was saying, I think my resolve in trying to deal with this relationship, or the relationship that I have with this entity, should rather be a fact of, how do I regulate myself. But another big thing is, I'm not so disciplined when it comes to, making those decisions. I try, like I really do try. And I think if I would put my mind to it, I would actually, excel into following whatever goal I've put before myself, right? So I just generally think, I think that's the solution to just regulate myself, to maybe say, okay, 1 cup of coffee and stuff. And but I also think that's something that I still need to grow into. So this is part 1 of my channel, and that is basically how I feel and what I feel I want to talk about right now. So I'm gonna grab my bag now and go study. Thank you for listening.